This is Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on Viking Athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Now, let's catch up on the action and excitement of Augustana Athletics as we roll our Augustana Sports Update for this week.
The Augustana men's basketball team closed out their non-conference schedule with a 66-47 victory over Dakota State at the Elman Center. Senior Cameron McCaffrey led the Vikings with 21 points and 5 assists. Sophomore Alex Richter added 9 points and led Augustana on the boards with 6 rebounds. Senior Brennan Olson tacked on 8 points as he went a perfect 4 for 4 from the field. The Vikings got out to a 34-29 halftime lead before going on an 18-7 run to start the second half. Augustana, now 4-0 on the season, shot 43% from the field while forcing Dakota State into 21 turnovers. In women's basketball, Coach Dave Prowse's team moved their record to 4-0 for the season as they topped Northwood of Michigan 76-64 and Hawaii Pacific 73-49 at the Oahu Classic in Honolulu, Hawaii. In the win over Northwood, Faith Tinklenberg led the way with 19 points and 8 rebounds. Shantiva Ashley added 14 points, with Lydia Nelson scoring 11 and grabbing 9 rebounds. Emily Schulte tallied 10 points and dished out 8 assists. The Augustana ladies moved out to a 43-27 halftime lead and fought off Northwood in the second half to gain the 12-point victory. The Vikings hit 9 of 22 three-pointers on their way to the Thanksgiving Day win. In the win over Hawaii Pacific, Shantiva Ashley broke loose for 21 points, with Emily Schulte scoring 13 and picking up 3 steals. Augustana ran out to a 36-25 halftime lead and more than doubled that margin in the second half to gain the 24-point victory. Faith Tinklenberg's 11 boards and Alex Feeney's 8 pushed the Vikings to a 48-40 rebound advantage. That's our sports update for this week. When we come back, we'll talk Augustana men's basketball with Coach Tom Billiter. Stay with us.
Augustana Sportscene is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition, and by Mid-Continent Communications, part of our community, part of your life. Augustana Sportscene is also brought to you by Graham Automotive, real service, real value.
He's got the strength and is making it look easy.
Show renewed strength. Whether it's our physicians, therapists, or athletic trainers, Sanford offers the finest and most integrated orthopedic team and services around.
There's nothing he couldn't lift right now.
For the everyday competitor in all of us, Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Midconet Extreme Wideband. 3 levels of extremely fast connections with exceptional capacity to choose from. Extreme 1.0, exciting speeds that start out faster than anyone in the region. Extreme 2.0, exhilarating speed for gaming or streaming. Extreme 3.0, extraordinary speed for the whole house. It's among the nation's fastest. 3 extreme speeds, only from Midconet Extreme Wideband.
Build your own bundle and save today. xisnext.com.
It's back, the 2013 Beetle. That's the power of German engineering.
How do you hold a moment? Keep friends and family close. Witness the passage of time. Replay the glory days. Relive magical nights. Create memories to share. How do you capture a lifetime? One picture at a time. Life Touch. Photography for a lifetime.
I'm joined now by Augustana head men's basketball coach Tom Billiter. Well, Coach, we're coming off the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, but just before that, the Vikings had their final non-conference game as they took on Dakota State here at the Elman Center and came out with a 66-47 victory.
Yeah, you know, nice preseason. We're 4-0, and what was good about it is got a chance to really play a lot of kids, and we're going to play a lot of kids. I've looked at all the teams in the league and looked at their stats, and by far we're playing the most kids the most minutes. We're going 10, 11 deep every game. And, you know, we're still figuring combinations out too, Bill, but, you know, part of that's going to, it's going to be in our favor, because when it's a Friday, Saturday league like ours is, and that's 11 weeks of tournaments, I mean, that's the way you look at it. And so the more depth you have and the ability to play a number of kids each night is just going to be an advantage for us. So pretty happy with how our minutes have gone, and very happy with how well we've played to this point.
Well, let's talk specifically about the Dakota State game, if you can remember that.
Yeah, well, you know what was nice about that game is they came in averaging 85 a game, and Gary was really, you know, pushing the ball, really playing an up-tempo style, and I thought we guarded the heck out of them. You know, offensively, maybe we didn't have our greatest game, but defensively, to hold them to 47 points and to have it be a team effort to do so, really happy with where our defense is at this time, and thought that was the difference in the game. Always I like all the teams we played. They've all been very well coached. I like playing Coach Garner's teams. We've got a history going way back to the North Dakota State, Fort Hays State days, and you know, he does a very nice job, in my opinion, of picking out things that we're good at, not good at, taking advantage of our, you know, of our weaknesses. And so, yeah, his film always helps us a great deal. And so, you know, they beat us 2 years ago. And we had a pretty nice team. So, you know, it was a good game for us, for our staff, and for our team, and I felt good with how we played for being the 2 days before break, and some kids getting to go home for the first time since September.
Yeah. Well, everybody's excited around here about the young guys, and certainly we'll talk a lot about them and already have. But let's go back and talk about the veterans on the team. They've really had to step up.
It won't take long.
Leaders for you.
Quick
but
conversation.
Go through that small list.
Yeah, you know, obviously Cam McCaffrey's back and been a two-time all-region player, all-conference player, and Cam's got an outside chance to become our all-time leading scorer. He's, you know, probably being hurt by me because I'm only playing him 25 minutes a game right now. So, and he doesn't care about that. The greatest thing about Cam, I thought the other night, was he had 9 assists to 1 turnover. You know, and that's just, you know, him really developing his point guard part of his game and doing a nice job for us there. And then Leif Nomeland is such a character kid and such a leader. You know, to have a big be a leader doesn't happen very often. But I would say vocally and, you know, organized, a very smart young man. He's got his future decided. Already knows who he's going to marry. Already has a job. I mean, you know, he's just about the perfect kid, and so really doing a nice job for us as well. And then you've got Yuri Melashenko and Brennan Olson, and both, you know, just kind of tough, kind of under the radar, don't necessarily get a lot of stats, but play hard, practice hard every day. And then, you know, Al Richter is a young man that was our 6th man last year, who's starting this year. And kind of a neat thing about Al, he came up to me after break and he said, you know, Coach, you know, I just was getting headaches, and, you know, he's been short on his shot. We couldn't figure it out. He got contacts he couldn't see. And so he just corrected his eyes, and it seems to have made a huge difference in practice. So kind of funny how that can work, but he seems like a brand new guy. So, you know, nice to see Evan Pierce get some success and some minutes and what have you. So, you know, that's basically it. And then we've got 6 new guys, you know, and that's a whole nother story. So the older guys, you know, they need to continue to step up. And as we all know, and you coached for years, you really do need upperclassmen to win in this league, and whether it be the NSIC or the NCC, you've got to have some older kids step up.
Yeah, and our guys really have, and fans are certainly impressed with all of them. Tom, we're into the NSIC here on Saturday. It starts at 6 o'clock for the men at the Elman Center here against a very good Wayne State team.
Well. Really playing well this year. Paul's got a nice team. Arguably one of the best players in the league, and Amer Shelby, who's averaging 23, 24 a game. Williams at the post can guard anybody a 1 through 5, just incredible athlete. They've got a couple young men that are shooting the heck out of the ball. They've got 3 kids shooting 48% or more from 3. Playing hard, guard hard, a lot of switching, do a lot of things that can bother you. And so, you know, they'll be very much ready to play. They've always played well in Sioux Falls. It'll be a heck of a test for us. And, you know, we're looking forward to it very much. I keep telling my guys, you know, and I got to remember, you know, for 5, 6 of these guys, they've never been through this. You know, it's a whole other world now, and a whole different type of preparation and what have you. So really a good contest for us right out of the gate. And you know, I don't know how we're going to play. You know, I'm as curious as you are. You know, it's going to be kind of anxious and kind of fun to see what happens.
Yeah, it will be fun. Well, Coach, it's early in the season, but right now, who, if you had to kind of pluck them out, do you think are the top teams in the Northern Center?
You know, everybody's had, you know, we really have you know, played a different schedule, probably not quite as challenging as some other guys, although I have great respect for all 4 teams we played. They're very well coached. But, you know, like some of these teams have gone and played Central Missouri and Northwest Missouri State, and you know, we're out in Disney where you play the Cal Dominguez, you know, Western Washington, Concordia, St. Paul played them. So, you know, it's so hard to compare scores and stuff. I think it's going to be the same. You know, I think Winona obviously was picked to win the league. I think they're that good. I think Moorhead's got a very good team. Anthony Tucker's playing great. Mankato, you know, Matt will get. He's got a lot of transfers, a lot of new kids, and they just continue to get better. And they won 2 games out in California, and obviously Southwest State losing to South Dakota State by 9 and coming back and beating Central Missouri at the tournament at Northwest, and Upper Iowa's playing well. I mean, you can go through the list. I think the league is going to be phenomenally balanced, especially our division. But I also think on the other side, Moorhead might be as good as anybody in the league. So, and then St. Cloud with a big win at number 22, Florida Southern. So, you know, our league is probably arguably top 3 in the nation. Always has been, especially top to bottom, and you know, it's proven that out with all our non-conference victories as a league this year.
Yeah. Well, fans, it starts for real on Saturday, the first of 22 grueling conference games for Coach Bill and his team, but it's we're all looking forward to it. So get on over to the Elman Center, Saturday, 6 o'clock, the Vikings and Wayne State. Good luck, Tom.
Thanks, Bill.
You can be part of
something bigger.
At Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll have more than a place to do your banking.
As a member of Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll receive interest refunds on your loans, actual cash back every month.
They're the loan leaders. They even gave their members over $91,000 back last year.
And no hoops to jump through.
Just a place to do your banking, where you are the focus, not profit.
Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union. Yesterday's values, tomorrow's technology.
Timing means everything here at Sanford, where experts have the skill to make split-second decisions when life hands you the unexpected. It takes a team to be the best, prepared and connected to a network of care, to life-saving treatments, ready before you ever need us. Your heart, our hands, connected. Sanford Heart.
With 25 years of experience and an outstanding trio of dentists, Doctors Berdahl, Fayok, and Swingdorf, along with their caring team at Sensational Smiles, are passionate about developing long-lasting relationships. Sensational Smiles will partner with you to keep your teeth clean for a lifetime. Also check out our cavity-free club for kids with Sammy our mascot at sensationalsmilesforyou.com. Call 332-4751 now for a sensational smile every day.
The redesigned 2013 Volkswagen CC. Don't just show up, arrive. That's the power of German engineering.
We're back, and with me now is Augustana women's basketball coach Dave Krauth. Dave, the Vikings took a fun trip for the ladies and hopefully for the coaches as they went out to Hawaii, played in the Oahu Classic over the Thanksgiving weekend. 2 games, 2 victories. The first one over Northwood University out of Michigan. Talk about that one first.
Very traditional team. I mean, it would probably be simulating, let's say, a big conference game for us. Very physical team, and they'll do well if maybe not win that league in the Great Lakes. But so it was a good test for us, and of course, with the travel, with everything, I mean, I would rate our play fairly average out there, but it ended up being a good win for us against a real quality opponent.
Yeah, Division II victory for the Vikings against a good team, and then followed up the next day with a nice win over Hawaii Pacific. And
Hawaii Pacific has really traditionally, let's say the last 3 to 5 years, been the best of the Hawaii Division II teams. And I really felt in that game, maybe as the game went on, I could kind of see expectations where they didn't know if they could beat us going in, and sometimes your mind will take you wherever you want, you let it go. So I thought we played a little better the second day than the first, and got ourselves a real nice win. But like I said, overall, I mean, I thought our play was average, and under conditions, I mean, I wasn't disappointed.
Okay, well, 2 great victories. Who played well for the Vikings?
Well, I think from a scoring standpoint, Faith Tinklenberg led us the first night, hit some threes, especially early. They kind of got us going in that game, and I thought our overall play was, was pretty good. Second night, Shantiva Ashley had, I guess, was her career high. I liked her play both nights. She brings us a lot of hustle. Emily Schulte, was on the floor a great deal, and I thought had a pretty good weekend as well.
Yeah, well, great job by the Vikings out there. Just kind of finishing on that, the Vikings went out on Tuesday before Thanksgiving, got into practice, played Thanksgiving Day, played Friday. Did you get some turkey, Dave?
No, actually we didn't, and we were thinking about doing Denny's, or there's a few places that would be a little high test for us. So we ended up not actually doing a traditional Thanksgiving. Most of them had done it, of course, at the Commons, or I had done one at home before we left. So I think we got that. But we got a lot of the tourist stuff in.
Well,
though.
I'm sure the ladies were more interested in the beach, which happened on Saturday and Sunday.
Well, they were at the beach every day that we were there, and I try not to pull the reins in too tight when we're on one of those, and so they got plenty then over the next couple days as well, and plus all the other traditional stops that the Pearl Harbor type of things that many of them, and I got emails prior. Kids will remember for sometimes a lifetime.
Yeah, well, that's wonderful and a great trip for the Vikings, and add on 2 victories. Well, Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock here at the Elman Center. Things start for real. The NSIC, a grueling 22-game conference schedule, and the best team in the conference last year comes in here, Wayne State. What do you expect, Dave?
Well, there's no secrets with Wayne. They are almost exclusively a zone team, a very big team that it's just something you don't see very often, and so we saw them 3 times last year, and of course, kids that have been around for a while in previous years, so we know what's coming, and being able to do something about it, might be a different matter. But they're a very solid team. Haven't given up 50 points yet. Wow. So we'll just have to have a good ball game, and a lot of it, this week leading up is getting our legs back and kind of getting refocused. Yeah,
you bet. Well, it's a big one on Saturday. Very good Wayne team coming in. Get over here, fans, to see the Vikings. Good luck, Dave.
Thanks, Bill.
1, 2, 3, break!
Today we come together, united as a human family. Today we share the same stage, the same commitment, the same dream. Today is not just about the ceremony, the flags raised at the end. It's about what it takes to get there, the commitment, the finest training, and digging deep when the moment depends on it. Today we come together to improve the human condition.
It's back, the 2013 Beetle. That's the power of German engineering.
Meet Rob Moore from Aberdeen, South Dakota. As a mid-continent service manager, he makes sure our service techs have the tools to keep customers ahead of the technology game. Rob also keeps busy coaching youth football, teaching kids both the fundamentals of the game and good sportsmanship. Looks like Rob's a game changer in more ways than one.
I'm Rob Moore, and we're good people here in Aberdeen.
You can be part of
something bigger.
As Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll have more than a place to do your banking.
As a member of Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll receive interest refunds on your loans, actual cash back every month.
They're the loan leaders. They even gave their members over $91,000 back last year.
And no hoops to jump through.
Just a place to do your banking, where you are the focus, not profits.
Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union. Yesterday's values, tomorrow's technology.
Joining me now is outstanding Augustana senior men's basketball player Leif Nolan. Leif, great to have you here on Augustana Sports Scene. Got a lot to talk about today, but to get things going here, we're going to back up. Sure. Osakis High School, Osakis, Minnesota, up in the Alexandria, Minnesota area. Leif had a great high school career, and after high school, he had to pick a college. Why Augustana?
Well, I think obviously academically, Augustana was a clear-cut choice. I mean, is a great opportunity, very challenging academics that they have here, and I wanted to go into math, and I knew they had a strong math program here, and I also wanted to go into computer science, and those worked well together. And also, obviously, for basketball, you know, I came here on my visit in October of my senior year, and I was really blown away by the team camaraderie that the team had, and also what they had with the coaches too, and I think that was a big deciding factor for me, and so that's why I chose that for basketball.
Yeah, good reasons, and we've been glad that you're here. We like to see that left-handed jump hook, that left-handed three-pointer.
Yeah.
That's fun to watch.
That's right.
Goes up, shoo, down. Perfect. Anyway, basketball. Okay, let's talk that first. The Vikings. You've been a part of some very outstanding teams here over the years, but this year we're off to a 4-0 start right now. What do you think about this ball club?
Well, I mean, we're very young. We're very happy to get out of the non-conference season with a 4-0 record. You know, our goal through those 4 games was to keep improving through each one. You know, our first game against Jamestown, they played us tough, and it was a lot closer game than what we wanted. But, you know, we just kind of kept our head forward and kept moving along. Each game, I think we got better.
Right.
And so it's nice to come away with a 4-0 record, but now we get into the tough part of the season with conference starting up. And we have a lot of improving to do. But that comes with inexperience. And that's, you know, we got a lot of freshmen that are contributing well for us.
Right.
But, you know, we'll keep moving along. Coach will keep getting us better in practice and everything like that, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, it's kind of interesting how the world turns, Leif. You know, you came in here as a young freshman, you redshirted. You were one of the young guys with a bunch of veteran players. Now you're the old guy, you know, and you have to take on a little bit different role. How do you feel about that this year?
Well, I'm pretty comfortable with it. I've always felt like no matter what part of my life, I've been a good communicator, and that's what you got to have. Especially with young guys, you just got to let them know how hard you have to work. Keep talking to them, keep communicating. And obviously, you know, that helps you out on the floor, but I just think it keeps everybody focused, things like that. So I fit pretty comfortable in it, and I kind of relish the role.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job for us, and we got an exciting season ahead here in NSIC basketball. Let's switch gears a little bit, Leif. What's your major, and what do you think you might want to do?
Well, I'm a double major in computer science and mathematics, and I'm also picked up a business minor because of my 5th year here. I'd like to go probably somewhere in the software development field. This past summer, I worked at Daktronics here in town, did some software development for them, so I'll be looking for something in that field, you know, wherever the opportunity is, I guess, whether it's in Sioux Falls or Minnesota or Omaha, wherever. I'll just be applying and looking for a job after basketball gets over with.
Well, you're a sharp guy, and we know you're going to do well. An interesting question here now, or discussion I'm going to have with Leif. And I don't know how many of you out there in the world of sports know this, but it's been a while since we've had a men's-women's basketball romance at Augustana. But we have one here. Leif and Faith Tinklenberg, outstanding player on our women's basketball team, are engaged, going to be married next summer, is that right?
That's right.
So talk about how that all happened and how you feel about good old Faith.
Well, I'm pretty excited about it, obviously. You know, Faith and I, we started dating a couple of years ago, and it was kind of one of those things that you just knew from the get-go how it was going to work out. And I was kind of on the fence about proposing to her, you know, before we graduated from college, but I kind of talked over with my dad, and he said, go ahead and go for it. And we got the big plans out of the way, so we can focus, you know, both of us focus on our season this year. But then, next summer, that's the exciting time, so looking forward to it.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
Faith
you.
is a wonderful person and an outstanding player, of course, too, so these guys will be a great couple. Last question here, Leif, kind of winding things up. You have been at Augie now in your 5th year. Reflect on your experiences as both a student and a basketball player at Augustana.
Well, you really can't take away, you know, a lot of the values that you learn here as far as just, you know, hard work and pushing through adversity. I mean, even when we've had, you know, our great teams, you know, I was part of, I redshirted 1 year, and I was a part of a team, teams that went to the Sweet 16. And even though those were great years, I mean, still throughout the season, you had your ups and downs, and you know, you really learn how to push through those hard times. And it's the same thing, academically. I mean, you get very busy, and you got a lot on your plate, and you just kind of got to push through, put your head down, and I think that's a great thing to learn, and something that you really get here at Augie is just a hard work ethic, and you know, you can't replace that. And you know, I also, you know, like I talked about with my decision to come here, I've loved all my teammates that I've been able to play with. So, and you know, I still stay in touch with Eric Krogman. I see Mike Klepitz every now and then, talk with them, and I'll be looking forward to keeping in touch with the young guys, you know, the freshmen this year down the road.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Leif, it has been just outstanding to have you in the program. As you can see, a wonderful guy, very good basketball player, and a guy that's going to have an outstanding future. But before that future starts, we got a lot of ball to do, buddy, this year.
Let's
so
get some W's.
Good luck to you and the Vikings.
Thank you, Bill.
How do you hold a moment? Keep friends and family close. Witness the passage of time. Replay the glory days. Relive magical nights. Create memories to share. How do you capture a lifetime? One picture at a time. Life Touch. Photography for a lifetime.
He's got the strength and is making it look easy.
Show renewed strength. Whether it's our physicians, therapists, or athletic trainers, Sanford offers the finest and most integrated orthopedic team and services around.
There's nothing he couldn't lift right now.
For the everyday competitor in all of us, Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
With 25 years of experience and an outstanding trio of dentists, Doctors Berdahl, Fyock, and Swingdorf, along with their caring team at Sensational Smiles, are passionate about developing long-lasting relationships. Sensational Smiles will partner with you to keep your teeth clean for a lifetime. Also check out our cavity-free club for kids with Sammy our mascot at sensationalsmilesforyou.com. Call 332-4751 now for a sensational smile every day.
You may have met one. The teachers who challenge. The ones who motivate. The ones who can fire imagination. The ones, in short, that you'll find at Augustana. Now, maybe you don't believe that one college could have so many great professors. If so, you're in for an education. Augustana.
Let's take a look at the Augustana sports calendar for this week. Saturday, December 1st, wrestling hits the road at the MSU Moorhead Open in Moorhead, Minnesota. And basketball, home openers in the NSIC against Wayne State. The women tip off at 4, followed by the men at 6 at the Elman Center. And remember, for complete information on Augustana Athletics, go to our website, goaugie.com, and for tickets, go to goaugie.com/tickets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at this same time next week for another edition of Augustana Sports Scene. So long, everybody.
You have been watching Augustana Sports Scene, a weekly review of Viking Athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Learn more about Augustana College in Sioux Falls at augie.edu.